American Hero is one of those full-motion video games from the era when people genuinely believed FMV was the future of gaming. The game was originally developed for the Atari Jaguar CD, went down along with the system itself. The censored version was released on consoles, including a special physical edition by Limited Run Games, while the uncensored version only came out on GOG.com. Steam doesn't sell either version, probably because of the whole pressure from credit card companies saga. So, how's the actual game? Well, first, let's get the elephant out of the room. What's the difference between the uncensored GOG version and the censored release? In one word, nipples. Both versions still contain a few nudity scenes, but the censored release adds black boxes over the more explicit parts. You're not really missing any major story content anyway, which is probably fine because the plot is already completely ridiculous from the very beginning.
Told me I'd find you here.
They were right, so now you can piss off, Sergeant Hoover.
It's Colonel Hoover.
BFD.
The old man has a problem. He needs your help.
Not interested. I'm through.
It involves Laura and a dangerous mind control virus.
Laura.
Here I'm using the full screen view. Later on, some of the footage was recorded using the smaller retro TV style display mode. The gameplay itself is pretty primitive, even if the idea was kind of unique at the time.
Shortcut.
It's basically a live-action choose-your-own-adventure game, where Jack gives you a few seconds to pick between two choices. If you don't react in time, he'll either choose for you, or something completely different might happen.
Cut through.
And by the way, even in this scene, you can already tell that some of your choices barely matter at all.
A. B. A. B. A. B.
From here, things only get worse, and honestly, I don't even know where to begin. Maybe with the ridiculous maze section near the start of the game, where some scenes literally loop over and over again. Pick the wrong direction once, and you instantly die and get thrown into the funeral scene. Don't worry, you're going to see that scene a lot. So let me save you some time. The correct order is left, right, left, 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 right. Man, if only it was the Konami code. After that maze, the real fun begins. The game is full of guns that look like bad 3D printer props, and there's basically no blood at all. Totally believable stuff, obviously. I'm guessing the team used up the entire ketchup budget on McDonald's fries during development. At this point, I'm assuming the remaining budget was basically gone. And maybe the actors already realized the game was never actually coming out. So instead of trying to make a serious action movie, they just leaned fully into comedy. Otherwise, I honestly can't explain scenes like this.
No wonder you couldn't figure this out. You made an error.
Or this.
Do you want to talk about something? Yeah, the antivirus formula has an error in it. Yeah?
Yeah.
But what are you supposed to do when half the game is just unskippable death scenes? Remember back in the day when people used to open game discs and dig through the video folders because the actual game was boring as hell? It doesn't even feel like anyone tried to hide the files here. But if you sort them by length, you can uncover masterpieces like this.
That's just the way I am.
Excuse me. I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Okay, let me just ask you this. Are you married or deeply involved in a serious relationship?
I'm gay.
I beg your pardon?
I'm gay.
I believe what you're looking for is down the hall.
Absolutely priceless. And finally, let's talk about some of the more technical stuff. Since parts of the original gameplay logic were missing, The team at Empty Clip Studios had to reconstruct some of it based on what they thought made the most sense. Still, that doesn't really excuse things like the game being keyboard only despite the on-screen mouse prompts, the lack of proper subtitles, or all the audio crackling you've been hearing throughout the video. If you're already doing a full restoration like this, at least don't cut corners. It also would have been nice to skip directly to choices in scenes you've already watched. Although in this case, I can kind of understand why they maybe didn't want players skipping half the game. So, would I actually recommend American Hero? Honestly, that depends on how much annoying gameplay you're willing to tolerate for the laughs. There are full walkthroughs on YouTube too, although that kind of defeats the little bit of interactivity the game still has left.
Fake 'em.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe this weird little disaster as well. See you next time!